What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Let's Build a Mining Village. So guys, actually in the last episode I had finished it up, I wrapped it up, I faded out, and I realized that that was the very last build of this series. So we're done. We are completely done with the mining village. So like I intended, it was going to be a short little series, like I said in like the first episode, I think it was, maybe the second. That the series wasn't going to drag on forever. It was going to be less than 10. I'm going to try to do a couple of these series as we go through alongside the main series, or series, yeah, whatever. Alongside the main builds that we're going to be, building, I'm going to insert a few of these episodes of these mini-series. So like this one turned out to be 7 episodes? Yeah, I think 7 episodes. And I'm actually pretty proud of the way it turned out. So this is Black Rock Mine, and I have dubbed the city down there Black Rock Village, just for the sake of naming it that. It's actually named after the person that owns this mine right here, so his name is Blackrock. I don't really have a first name, James Blackrock, I guess. So James Blackrock had actually started mining in these hills here, and he eventually built a business out of mining out iron ore and coal, and then obviously he finds some minerals and whatnot every now and again, and he takes those back to his takes it back to the market and sells those for a nice profit, or he keeps them to himself. Just really, it's whatever he feels like doing. So anyway, James Blackrock owns this mine. He is also the main guy, like the leader of the village down there, and we'll actually pass his house later. That's actually the house that we built in the last episode. So if you guys haven't seen that, go back, check it out, tell me what you think, and then pop back over here and continue the tour here with us. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip around in first person, flip my my HUD up here, and we're gonna do a little bit of a show around. So up here is the mine. Just the mine shafts are simple little, I don't even know what you'd call these, squares, I guess, with some sticky bits, some extra logs to just kind of add some shape, so it just wasn't this upside down U. And then we just went ahead and added in these old wood beams. For you guys that are in the Conquest mod, for you guys that aren't, you can actually use like fences or even stairs for this. Just find like some spruce stairs or something, but this looks really nice for this kind of support in a mine. So I'm really glad that the Conquest mod actually has these. As this series continue and I make new videos and new series, we're actually going to dive a little bit deeper. So every time we make a new video or a new build anyway, we're going to keep trying to dive deeper and deeper into the Conquest mod. So I am in pretty deep as it is, but there are far more things that we can actually do to make it look better. Obviously I didn't continue the mine in just because you could actually go forever with this thing, and I didn't feel like clearing out all that rock. I could have used like a world edit to do it, but like I said, this was a quick little project. I didn't really have the time to do it, so we just went ahead and added in some black concrete back here. So obviously while you're in the mine you can definitely tell, but if you come out of the mine like over to here, it just kind of looks like it turns dark. So like you can see that one in there, for example. Of course this one is constructed the same exact way, and I just have some rails coming out and just kind of bending every which way to just kind of take whatever material you are taking out of the mine out here. So I probably should have some stone laying about, but I think it's alright for now. Then of course you just see some barrels of iron ore, some barrels of coal, some empty barrels, and then over here is just some crates in the middle that have maybe, I guess you really don't really know what could be in it. Stuff for the miners, I suppose, so tools, and maybe some fuel for like your lanterns. If you had some gas lanterns, I'm not too sure what exactly they use. I know they have torches and whatnot. I don't think there are any lanterns. Oh no, there are lanterns, yeah. But over here we just kind of have this big crane. Now, I'm not really too sure how it works, But you can just kind of load up these crates out of here, and the way I kind of envisioned it is you would kind of take it up there, and then it could ride along this chain somehow through this opening over to here, and then this would somehow drop down to the floor down here below it. Yeah, not too sure how it works, but yeah, there's a plan behind it. It's just not some logs and chain, but it is logs and chain. But then there's this cart here that just kind of looks like the crates put on it. So I thought that was a pretty decent detail. Of course, you can see the floor here is just randomized bits of wood, because obviously this deck goes through some wear and tear. So we just kind of come down the stairs here. Here's another wagon that's tilted down. It's a lot bigger than that one up there, but then you could just put down whatever, or you can actually say that there was a crate on this one and it lifted up, and that's the crate that they're dropping down on the cart over there. But then of course down here we have the barrels of coal, just some more storage crates, some empty barrels, barrels of coal and iron ore. Then of course over here some iron ore, coal, and empty barrels. So then we would actually come over this way, and as you make your way down this pathway, we actually come here to the Blackrock living quarters. So it is a little rundown, but not as rundown as the rest of the village. He just kind of has this fence right here because he would close it, and his valuables would actually be over here in this, I guess it would be the equivalent of a safe. Now you can't actually open the doors because they're iron doors, and obviously in Minecraft you need a redstone input to open iron doors, but I thought it was a nice little touch there just to kind of add those in. But that's pretty much all there is in here. So if we leave here and continue on down the village, so I actually didn't put rails on these because I thought rails on a 3-wide staircase looked absolutely atrocious. So I just kind of left them off as just kind of an open staircase. I think it kind of adds a little bit of you know, it makes it different. Just kind of adds a bit of randomness. Same thing with this. This actually had a purpose. I had to do it like this because of there's trapdoors and carpets and stuff up here. Just kind of adds some extra detail. Then of course these stairs have a rail that come down. These one also do. And then here you're actually in the village. Now I didn't really go through and level these off. I probably will here later. Probably not, just because we're done with the build, but possibly. Then of course the path snakes its way down through here. You have the tavern. Now if you want to see what the tavern looks like on the inside, bounce back to episode 4. Yeah, I believe it's episode 4. And check that out. We actually show the interior of the tavern, that house, and this house, I believe. All the other houses look relatively the same as those two, so I didn't show those off. Then you just kind of actually need to delete this because that's the palette that I used here for the build, but I might actually leave it there in case I ever need to bounce back. So it's just a bunch of miners' houses around here, just some kind of homesteads. And then you get over here to the general store. Now I thought every mining town has to have a general store so they don't have to ride miles away to collect the materials that they need to live on, so like food and water, stuff like that. And you would actually just pop into a general store that's kind of there on the compound to buy whatever you need, so you don't actually have to leave. So of course over here is a basement. There's nothing in the basement for now, or in the general store for that matter. I didn't really feel like doing the interior for that. And it would really just be a bunch of the same shelves and cupboards. And over here, in the medieval times or Middle Ages, sugar is actually an exotic import. So you wouldn't actually have sugar in like the Middle Ages of Europe. If you did, it would be very rare and very expensive because of the trade value and stuff of it. So what they would do most of the time is you would just farm bees, or you would like keep bees. You'd have like designated beekeepers and stuff around farms and whatnot, and they would actually harvest the honey and then sell the honey as a natural sweetener. So they would just take honey and put it down in their tea and stuff, and it actually serves as like a natural sugar, just, you know, straight from the bees. So I thought that was a pretty interesting touch there that we added in. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much it here for Blackrock Village, or Blackrock Mining Village, for that matter. So anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy the series. If you did, make sure you hit that like button on this episode, and make sure you drop me a comment down below telling me that you enjoyed the series, and tell me if you want to see more series like this, like I said at the beginning of the episode. If not, that's cool. If you do, make sure you tell me so I know to make more mini-series. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you later and catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.